held your name like oxygen, afraid if I let go I'd die. Every promise on your lips felt like truth, felt like a lie. I counted cracks in midnight walls while you slept so peacefully. I was choking on forever, you were already leaving me. I felt it breaking in my chest, but I stayed quiet, stayed polite. I learned how to smile through the pain, just to keep you for the night. I loved you until it hurt to breathe, until my lungs gave up on me. I loved you past the warning signs, past the point of mercy. You took my heart, you took my peace, left me drowning in your needs. I loved you until it hurt to breathe, and you never noticed me. I memorized your silence like it was something I deserved. I read between your empty words, heard goodbye in every pause. I bent myself into your shape just to fit inside your life. You called it love, I called it hope. Now hope's the sharpest knife. I begged my heart to just let go, but it kept choosing you even when you looked away, like I was something you outgrew. I loved you until it hurt to breathe, until my lungs gave up on me. I loved you when you stopped trying, when your touch turned cold and weak. You took my heart, you took my peace, left me begging just to feel. I loved you until it hurt to breathe. Now I don't know how to hear. If love is supposed to save you, why did it feel like war? I gave you all the air I had, still you wanted more. I was suffocating slowly while you learned to live without me. Tell me why my deepest love was never enough to keep me. I gasped for you in empty rooms, called your name like prayer, but love shouldn't feel like dying just to prove you care. I loved you until it hurt to breathe, until my heart forgot its beat. I loved you when you chose yourself and left me incomplete. You walked away, I stayed in Bled, still whispering what we used to be. I loved you until it hurt to breathe. Now I'm learning how to leave. I don't hate you, I just can't survive loving you anymore. You didn't break me all at once, you took your time with me. Soft words, careless promises that felt like honesty. You held my hand like something safe, then loosened it slowly. I didn't see the knife you used, 'cause it felt like you loved me. You never raised your voice, never slammed the door. You just stopped choosing me, and that hurt more. Love ruined me gently, like a quiet disease. No scars on my body, but it shattered me. You didn't mean to destroy me, you just didn't kindest way. You smiled while I was falling apart, said you'll be okay. I learned how to lose myself, trying to make you stay. I lowered every expectation, called it compromise. I watched my reflection fade in the kindness of your lies. You never said goodbye, you just drifted away, left me loving memories that refuse to decay. Love ruined me gently, like rain on a flame. It didn't burn fast, but it ended the same. You held me like it mattered and let me decay. Love ruined me gently, in the softest way. If love is meant to heal, why am I still in pain? Why does missing you feel heavier every day? You didn't push me off the edge, you let me lean too far and watch me fall alone. Still holding your heart. I don't scream when I cry now, I just go quiet instead. 'Cause love taught me silence and how to break without being dead. Love ruined me gently, left me polite and numb, smiling through damage, saying I'm fine when I'm done. You didn't mean to end me, you just walked away. Love ruined me gently, and I loved you anyway. Some loves don't kill you loudly, they just take your light and leave you learning how to breathe in the aftermath. I fed us every promise, every breath I had, set the table with forgiveness, hoped you'd come back. I stayed when it was empty, still called it home. You stopped showing up long before you were gone. I asked you what was wrong, you said I'm just tired. But love doesn't die suddenly, it withers when it's denied. You let our love starve right in front of me. I begged for your attention like it was charity. I gave you my heart, you gave me delay. You didn't leave me suddenly, you faded away. You let our love starve and watched it decay. I learned to be patient, mistook pain for grace. I learned how to wait all night just to see your face. You called it growing distant, I called it lost. Every time I reached for you, you pulled back just enough. I kept making excuses for every empty day, but love shouldn't feel like hunger in such a cruel way. You let our love starve, you stopped trying to feed. I survived on memories while you lived free. I gave you my soul, you gave me delay. You didn't break my heart fast, you let it waste away. You let our love starve and blame the pain on fate. If love is a fire, you turned out the light, watched it flicker and die. Night after night, I was choking on silence. You already full. Tell me how love survives when only one of us pulls. I wasn't asking for forever, just something to hold. But but you rationed your affection until my heart went cold. You let our love start while I stayed and prayed, calling crumbs of your attention a reason to stay. I would've fought for us, I would've bled, but you don't save a love you refuse to feed. You let our love start. Now I'm learning it again. I didn't leave because I stopped loving you. I left because love was killing me. I smiled for the picture, said I was fine, but my hands were already shaking, like they knew the sign. Before I asked the questions, before you pulled away, my chest was already aching, like it hurt what you say. I felt the ending in your touch, even when you held me close. My heart started breaking before my mind even noticed. My tears knew your name first before my lips did. They felt like they met you before I admitted. My tears knew your name first before the goodbye. They knew you were leaving long before I asked why I was still in love. While my tears survived. I defended every silence, called it just a phase. I translated your distance into reasons to stay. You said nothing is wrong, but your eyes never lied. They stopped looking at me like I was on your side. I learned how to doubt myself just to keep you near, but my body knew the truth every time you disappear. My tears knew your name first before I broke down. They traced every promise you never kept around. My tears knew your name first in the dark, in the night. They cried out your absence before I lost the fight. I was still in love while my tears chose to cry. Why didn't I run? Why did I stay when my soul already knew you were done? I left through the warning signs, caught my fear a mistake, but my tears were already grieving a love I couldn't save. I don't cry because I miss you, I cry because I stayed too long in something that was already walking away. My tears knew your name first before I let go. They felt like confession I wasn't ready to know. My tears knew your name first when you still felt like mine. They mourned our end, and before I crossed the line, I was still in love, but my tears knew you'd leave this time. Maybe love is blind, but pain is perfect sight. My tears knew your name first, and they were right. We promised slow mornings and names on stone. Said love like ours would outlive bones. I traced the future in your hands like it was guaranteed. Didn't know forever could turn its back on me. You kissed me like nothing was wrong, like time was still on our side. But I felt the fault line open every time you lied. Our forever ended violently, not with fire but with truth. It shattered in a heartbeat. When I found out I wasn't you, we didn't fade, we didn't drift. We broke in one cruel moment. Our forever ended violently and left me here to own it. We built a life on fragile ground, called shaking being real. I bled belief into your doubts, hope that would make you feel. You said I never meant to hurt you, like damage needs intent. But love doesn't need a weapon to be permanent. I replay every second where I should have known that the end was waiting right inside our home. Our forever ended violently in the quiet of your eyes. No screaming, no goodbye, just the sound of something die. We didn't fall apart in time, we collapsed in disbelief. Our forever ended violently and landed all on me. If love is meant to save us, why did it feel like war? Why do I wake up reaching for someone who's not sure? You walked away still breathing, I stayed and barely survived. Tell me how forever dies, but one heart stays alive. I don't miss the future, I miss who I was before forever learned how fragile it was. Our forever ended violently, left no room to pretend, no slow goodbye, no mercy, just the absolute. And I would have fought until the dark, I would have given anything. But our forever ended violently and love lost everything. Some endings don't whisper, they explode inside you. Our forever didn't fade away, it broke me straight through. I trusted you like gravity, like something that won't let me fall. I placed my heart so carefully in palms I thought could hold it all. You said my fears were shadows, said I was safe with you. But every promise you made was something you slowly undid. You didn't mean to drop me, you just stopped holding tight. And love doesn't need intention to ruin someone's life. Love failed me in your hands, not because I didn't try. I gave you everything I am, you let it slip by. You swore you'd never hurt me, you didn't even plan. But love still failed me. In your hands excuses for the distance, call neglect space to grow. I learned how to feel lonely, standing right next to you. You held me when it was convenient, let go when it got real. I was bleeding in your silence, you were learning how not to feel. I begged myself to leave, but hope kept changing sides. I stayed loyal to a future you already denied. Love failed me in your hands while I waited for a sign. You held my heart like it was glass, then acted surprised it cracked. You promised I was sacred, but treated me like sand. Love failed me in your hands. If love is meant to save us, why did I feel so small? Why did my words depend on how long you would call? I didn't ask for perfection, just something that would stay. But you let go so easily, like love was disposable that way. I don't hate you, I hate how I stayed long after my heart was begging for escape. Love failed me in your hands, and I still blame myself for trusting you with something you couldn't help but drop. You walked away still whole, I barely understand how love could fail me in your hands. Maybe love didn't betray me, maybe you just couldn't hold it, but the damage feels the same when you're the one who broke it. We lit a match in the dark, called it destiny. Hands shaking, hearts racing too fast to see. We spoke in future tense like it was guaranteed. Didn't know we were ashes before we learned how to breathe. Every warning felt romantic, every red flag felt like fate. We confused heat for heaven, now it's much too late. We burned before we were alive, before love learned how to stay. We gave our hearts to the fire and watched them fade to gray. We didn't grow, we didn't heal, we just ignited and died. We burned before we were alive. You kissed me like an ending, I call it a start. I mistook intensity for the beating of a heart. We were flames without direction, no shelter from the storm, trying to feel everything before we were formed. I thought pain meant passion, thought scars meant we were real, but love shouldn't feel like survival, just to prove what you feel. We burned before we were alive, before we learned restraint. We set ourselves on fire just to feel something great. We didn't build, we didn't last, we just fled up and cried. We burned before we were alive. If love is meant to grow slowly, why did ours explode? Why did forever feel closer? The closer we came to smoke, we were chasing a feeling, not a life we could keep. We wanted to feel infinite, but forgot how to breathe. I don't miss what we had, I miss what it could have been. If we let love learn pain, patience before diving in. We burned before we were alive, left nothing to survive. No roots in the ground, just sparks in the night. I would have waited, I would have learned, but we rushed every sign. We burned before we were alive. Some loves don't fade slowly, they explode on impact. We didn't lose forever, we never had it intact. I stayed on my knees for us, praying you would change. I kept forgiving silence, calling it your pain. Every night I waited, like love was on delay. I thought if I loved harder, you'd finally stay. I asked for a little truth, you gave me just enough to keep my heart alive, but never strong enough. Mercy never came, I begged, you turned away. I bled belief and patience while you walked away. I needed you to fight, you needed me to wait. I loved you without mercy, but mercy never came. I learned how to be quiet so I wouldn't lose you more. I swallowed all the warning signs, fell down on every sword. You said you loved me like it didn't cost a thing, but love without compassion is a slow, cruel ending. I held on to your words like they could save my life, but words don't stop the damage when actions choose to hide. Mercy never came, no rescue, no relief. I gave you all my trust, you gave me disbelief. I asked you to stay human, you chose your easy escape. I loved you without mercy, but mercy never came. If love is meant to save us, why did I feel condemned? Why did every tear I cried feel like self-defense? You watched me fall apart, still called it fate, but love doesn't leave someone in this much pain. I wasn't asking for perfection, just something kind, but you rationed your affection till I lost my mind. Mercy never came when I needed it the most. I was drowning right beside you, you still let me go. I don't hate you for leaving, I hate what I became. I loved you without mercy, but mercy never came. Some loves don't end loudly, they just let you suffer. I survived your love, but barely recovered. We didn't crash, we just collapsed. Slow motion, no sound. I kept stitching every promise, you kept tearing them down. I held on like survival, you held on just enough to watch me lose myself, calling damage love. You said we'd be okay, like hope was guaranteed. But love doesn't die screaming, it dies quietly. Love bled out while I begged you to stay. I pressed my hands to the wound, but you walked away. I gave it everything, you gave it doubt. I didn't stop loving you. Love bled out. I learned how to go unnoticed, standing in your arms. You touched me like a habit, not like something you want. I called it growing distant, you called it being real. But love shouldn't feel like something you're afraid to feel. I waited for a reason, you waited for the end. We weren't falling apart, we were already dead. Love bled out in the space between us. I screamed in silence, you said nothing was wrong. I gave it my whole heart, you counted the cost. I didn't lose you, suddenly love bled out. If love is a body, we let it bleed. You dropped the knife and blamed it on me. I tried to save it, you watched it die. Some loves don't fight back, they just close their eyes. I don't miss the way you left, I miss the way I stayed. Believing love could survive if I absorbed the pain. Love bled out, no mercy, no sound. I held it till my hands shook, till I fell to the ground. You walked away, breathing our break got out. I didn't stop loving you, love bled out. Some wounds don't heal, they were never treated. Love bled out, and you never noticed. Midnight echoes in this empty room. Your shadow still dancing with the moon. Every laugh we had, every tear we knew, now they fall like rain when I think of you. Your coffee cup still by the sink, your favorite song still makes me blink. I trace your name on broken time, pretending your heart is still mine. I tried to move on, I tried to be strong, but love like ours don't fade, it just goes on. I love you forever, even when you're gone, even when the memories hurt till dawn. If loving you means I'm alone, then I'll walk this road on my own. Through all the pain, I still remember I lost you once, but I love you forever. I see your face in passing crowds, hear your voice in the silence loud. We said always, we said forever, didn't know life would change the weather. Your promises still wrap my soul like faded letters I can't let go. I smile for the world, but deep inside I'm still that heart you left behind. I tried to forget, I tried to let go, but loving you is all without your name haunting me. But if heaven hears my prayer tonight, keep you safe, keep you light. I'll love you forever, no matter the end, no matter if we don't meet again. Some loves don't need to be saved, they just need to be brave. So I'll hold on, no matter the weather. I lost you once, but I'll love you forever.